Back in action for game number 2 of this doubleheader here. The Fightins fell to the Fisher Cats 10-2 in game number 1, but we move on, put that aside here as we come out for game number 2, a bullpen game in which Matt Seelinger will make his first start since college. Not sure if he'll go 1 or 2 frames or how deep into this game he goes, depending on how Reading pitches. They use 3 pitchers, MacArthur, then Rossman and Adams, for game number 1. Obviously just a 7-inning game. Here in game number 2, it will be Nick Fraze on the mound for the Fisher Cats as he completes his 3rd doubleheader coming off against Joey Murray. So we'll see how he fares today, as he comes in with just a 1.35 ERA, 1-1 on the season, just 24-year-old, drafted in the 22nd round in 2019. Backing him up will be Robertson, Baroa, and Cook left to right in the outfield. Lantigua making his series debut at 3rd, De Los Santos, Morris at 2nd, and Horwitz at 1st, and back behind the plate another debut in Ryan Gold, the catcher. Leading things off for Reading, a different face, Vito Freesia, as he steps into the righty batter's box. It'll be Freesia, Castillo, Akami, and Stokes, your 1 through 4. As Freesia sees the first pitch and sends it into center field, a great start to the game. First at bat, first hit here for Freesia in the series, who had the first game off. So here's Ali Castillo, as he draws something in the dirt back behind the righty batter's box and steps up into the plate as Fraze leans over, gets the sign from his catcher, and comes off the bat fast by Castillo down the first baseline, but it's foul. Got to give credit to the grounds crew, resetting up the field, making it playable and safe for all these athletes in just 30 minutes between games of the doubleheader. Castillo, left side of the infield, trying to turn 2, and they'll get it, and that will erase the runners on the base pass. A big double play for the Fisher Cats infield, and there's 2 outs for the lefty, Josh Akami. Back behind the dish, Tanner Moore shifts over to calling the balls and strikes, with the crew chief, Louis Krupa, at 3rd. And over at 1st, Tyler Witt. Fraze's 4th start of the season. The longest he's made it is 5 innings of work. The most pitches, 71, as he kicks and fires in the dirt to Akami. Ground ball to the second baseman, Morris picks it up, and there is out number 3, so it turned out to be a quick inning for Fraze. We'll see Matt Seelinger in just a minute. We'll take a break, heading into the bottom of the first, scoreless here at Delta Dental Stadium. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Sealander out on the mound for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the first. The wind is howling now, as you can see everybody out on the field trying their best to stay warm as Matt Sealander makes his starting debut here for the Fightin' Phils. Their third bullpen game of the season. Sealander's first start here. He did start back in college at SUNY Farmingdale, but has not started in his time in the pros, either with us or with San Francisco. He's been around since 2017. And he sends a first pitch strike here to Tanner Morris. It'll be Morris, Rafael Lantigua, or Elvis Martinez, the top three here as Sealander kicks and fires home. He's been absolutely stellar in relief. He's pitched in 5 games, 6 1/3 inning of work, just giving up 6 hits and 1 run, albeit unearned, and striking out 8. So pretty clean across the board for Sealander here as he battles Tanner Morris to start off the game. Comes in a little high inside. Reading's going to stick in their road grays. I believe they only traveled with the grays and with the Los Luchadores jerseys. As the they look like the Senators. The Fisher Cats will switch to the red tops and the home white pants. Pop up in the infield. Wendell Rio makes a basket catch below the waist. And there is out number 1. Lantigua making his series debut after getting the first game off. 23-year-old out of the Dominican Republic was signed as a free agent back in 2016. He'll step in the righty batter's box against the righty Sealander. Just celebrated a big birthday as he gets a swinging strike last week, turning 27 years old. There's a called strike at the knees. Sealander rolling through these at-bats here. Wind still pushing left to right. We've already saw 2 homers in the first game. One on either side as he misses down and away. Ball 1. Lights have come on here. The sun almost completely set in Manchester, New Hampshire. Baseball under the lights, just a handful of fans in the crowd. It is cold here, about 40 degrees and over 20-mile-an-hour winds. Definitely props to the fans braving it out as Lantigua takes a 2-2 count. Already got one out on the board here in the bottom of the first. Reading had a hit in the top half, but they weren't able to score a run. Line drive going to drop in front of the right fielder Castillo, and there's a base hit for Lantigua. A runner on and one out here for Martinez. Checking in around the system since pretty much everybody else has gotten their starts here. The Phillies lead, now they're tied. Man, the last time I looked, they were leading. But now they're tied 2-2 against the Rockies. Odubel Herrera had a home run and a sacrifice fly for Philadelphia's 2 runs. Suarez still on the mound as we head into the bottom of the third at CBP. Lehigh Valley leads the Yankees AAA affiliate Scranton with a Nick Maton home run, 2-1 there in the top of the 5th, as Martinez awaits a pitch here from Sealander. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Checking in on our Jersey Shore affiliate, they are trailing 1-0 Aberdeen. Top of the 4th, still a lot of baseball left in all of those games, so we'll keep you updated as we go around. With a runner on first and 1 out. It's Jack Conley back behind the plate. He pops up quickly. Left to right in the outfield, Marquardt Stokes, and making his outfield debut, Ali Castillo. The infield, Rio and Guzman remain on the left side. Gazzo subs in at second base. Alchemy stays at first. Sealander shakes off the sign from Conley and then gets a big swinging strike from Martinez. Also got to keep an eye, and that's tomorrow, the 76ers game against the Raptors. Philadelphia still leads the series 3-2 tomorrow at 7, so we'll keep you updated on that tomorrow. Swing and a miss from Martinez as he is Sealinger's first strikeout victim. And there is out number 2 with Lantigua still on first. Here's Spencer Horwitz. Game number 16 of 138. Just beginning a wonderful summer of minor league baseball. Currently amidst a 2-week road trip. First 6 at Delta Dental here. A line drive ripped past Akami. All the way to the right field wall. Castillo throws it in. The runner's coming home. A play at the plate. Not in time. They're going to try to get the out at third. It goes past Rijo. Good backup by Marquardt. And a run does score. New Hampshire on the board first as Lantigua goes from first to home. I don't know what they're going to put that in. Maybe a double in advance. Maybe a triple. Have to check with the official scores there. But either way, a runner on third and 2 outs on the board. New Hampshire up early again, 1-0. Line drive, it'll drop in front of Castillo in right and score another run as Horwitz crosses the plate. The Fisher Cats up 2-0. 2 outs here for Sealinger as he tries to get out number 3, Luis De Los Santos. Coming up. Ground ball left side. Guzman on the run will make the play, and that will do it. Not before 2 runs score. And the Reading Fightin' Phils down by 2. It'll be their turn to bat in just a minute as we head into the top of the second here at Delta Dental Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Into the top of the second, Reading down by 2 here as they struggled to get out of the first inning, but they will come into the top of the second ready to bring on some offense as Madison Stokes will lead them off here. Stokes had one of just 2 hits for Reading, a double and a run scored in game number 1 off the Wendell Rijo homer out to right. Takes a ball down and away. Frey's working quickly. He comes outside once more. Reading did get a hit already from Vito Fresia, but he was out on a double play. So trying to stir some action here in the top of the second. After Stokes, it'll be Rijo, Conley, and Guzman as he hits Stokes in the back. Taking a deep breath, trying to shake it off. He will toss off his Evo shield pads. That did nothing to help him there. And give his bat to the bat boy and jog down to first. Reading will start off the second with a runner on. Not exactly the way you want to do it, but if he's okay and he's down on first, I guess it'll work. Softly hit, and with the shift on, nobody is able to make the play. Wendell Rijo is safe on first. And Stokes shift to second. Here is Jack Conley. Solid bunt there by Rijo as he takes a step towards second. Conley's going to put one down too. This is most certainly sacrificial as he lays it down right in front of the pitcher. He'll move the runners over, and that is just out number one. Tying run out on second with Rijo. Stokes is on third. Just one out on the board here for Jonathan Guzman. Guzman chases a breaking ball down and away. Reading trails by 2, but an opportunity to at least cut into the lead, if not tie things up or more here in the top of the second. Fraze deals. Guzman to the left side. This will score a run as the shortstop De Los Santos heads it over to first, but an RBI ground out from Guzman makes it 2-1 here. Fisher Cats still lead. Rijo stays on second here as the lefty Hunter Marquardt heads up. Already a couple more hits in this game for sure as Marquardt takes ball number 1. The shortstop De Los Santos is awfully close to trying to pick off Rijo here. Hunter Marquardt calls timeout and steps out. Rijo, I don't know if he realized De Los Santos was standing on the bag. Fraze will look back and forth. Will he come home? There's a strike on the outside corner. Hits 90 there on the radar gun with his fastball. Fraze. His first 2 appearances were shutout appearances, just allowing 3 hits and 4 strikeouts each time. His third appearance allowed 3 earned runs as Hunter Marquardt takes a swinging strike. Last summer spent the year in High A Vancouver, holding batters to just a 180 average. But missed some time for an injury as Marquardt fouls one back to stay alive. Did end up at the end of the season moving on to the Fisher Cats AA, but just for a short while to end the season. With lefties, he'll primarily use the slider as Marquardt fouls this one back to stay alive. Also features a fastball, a sinker, and a change. Certainly wasting no time on the mound getting the ball and getting after it here, but does seem a little bit thrown off by having Rijo on second. Even with 2 outs on the board, he already allowed a run across here in the first, which I suppose is atypical And he'll go back to second. De Los Santos, I'm not sure, knew that throw was coming. And that's going to go in as a balk, and they'll give Rijo third. And now coming out to argue is Cesar Martin. And so Reading has the tying run 90 feet from home here. An opportunity to get on the board some more after already cutting into the lead with Guzman's ground ball to send home Stokes. Marquardt fouls back another one to stay alive. You got how many pitches that was in the at-bat? Yeah. JC says 6 pitches here to Marquardt as he is battling. 2 outs on the board, runner on third. Reading trails 2-1. Here's the pitch out to center field. Baroa trying to find it in the wind. He'll end up making the catch. Good contact from Marquardt as Reading cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Should see Seelinger out for another inning of work in just a moment.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Bottom of the second, we'll see Seelinger out here for another inning of work as Will Robertson takes a first pitch strike. Reading put a runner on the board thanks to Jonathan Guzman's RBI, scoring Madison Stokes. So we enter here as New Hampshire leads 2-1. Certainly a much better start than in game number 1, so we'll take it as Seelinger's dealing. Gets a pop-up out of Robertson in foul territory, good enough for strike number 2, if you could hear it hit the roof. Couple of noisy fans out there enjoying the game. Fisher Cats have certainly given them something to watch as the 0-2 comes in a little high. 1-2. You can see Seelinger blowing on his right throwing hand, trying to keep it warm for his grip. As he steps on the first base side of the rubber, he and Conley seem very much on the same page. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. Jack drops the third strike, but he's going to throw it down to first, and that'll do it for out number 1. Strikeout number 2 here for Seelinger. I'm sure perhaps because he's a reliever, there's less offerings and less options for him to choose, and so makes things move a teeny bit faster. Here's Ryan Gold, his first time up, subbing in the catching position here after having game 1 off. Gold, I mentioned before, born in the same place as Bubby Rossman. We'll see ball 1 inside. Rossman, though, 5 years older than Gold, so I don't know if they know each other. I'm sure they must. As he takes ball 2 overhead. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Gold in a lefty batter's box. Sealander deals ball 3 again up high. Still blowing on his right hand, trying to keep it warm. Jack Conley will take a moment to jog out and give his pitcher some time here to reset. Seem like they're on the same page. Little quick visit. And now he'll come back behind the plate. Somebody stretching for Redding. I didn't think Sealander would get more than 2 frames here as a reliever, but you never know. Comes set at the chest. 1 out on the board. Here's the 3-0, and he comes inside ball 4. So Ryan Gold will head down on the first free pass issued here. As Stuart Baroa heads up. Baroa 0 for 3 in game number 1 was actually the only batter to not reach at all for the Fisher Cats as he takes the first pitch ball. And actually the only one not to record a hit as well. Everyone else recorded at least 1 hit, if not more, except for Baroa. So certainly something he'll try to change here in game number 2 as he shows signs of bunt, but takes it, and it's a called strike. Gold, the catcher, out on first. Don't imagine we'll see him try to take second, but you never know. He does not have any stolen bases on the season. Baroa batting .212 here. And he'll take a called strike 2. Hakami holding the runner on first, everyone else back deep. There is a ball upstairs. Conley thought about tossing it down to first. No need. Still got the scorecard up from game number 1. I'll see if I can get that to update here. It does it on its own, but maybe I can reload it and see if I can help it out. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Baroa, who seems very frustrated there. As out number 2 comes on the board. Good out by Sealander as Baroa kind of smacks his bat into the ground as he heads back to the dugout. Third strikeout, thanks to Matt Sealander. Here's Tanner Morris from the left side as they go back to the top of the order. And he takes a strike. Sealander taking time to get set up. Glove at the chest. He comes home. Foul ball down the first baseline. Hakami reaches for it, but it rolls foul. And will reset and do it again. Conley pointing some cues out to his infielders here as they get the ball off the field of play. And coming back over is Salgazzo at second. Waiting for the pitch here from Sealander. 5 seconds on the pitch clock. He comes home, bounces it in front of the dirt. Conley picks it up, fires to second. The tag just a moment too late. And that is a wild pitch because it bounced before the plate. Nothing really Jack could do about it, but a valiant effort will move the runner over to second. Still 2 outs on the board here as Morris takes a ball. Looking to just get out of this inning is Sealander here, as Redding only trails by 1. Finally got our score bug up, looking good here Even though it's not updated, they're having some trouble with the game day. So I'll just try to say the score as much as I can as the Fisher Cats lead 2-1 here. Bottom of the second, Seelinger has 2 outs on the board, a runner on second. That's Ryan Gold, and Tanner Morris up at the plate. Pitch outside, ball 4. 2 free passes this inning from Seelinger. Up to 36 pitches here. Somebody is worming in the bullpen, maybe Austin Ross. But looks like he will see another batter as Rafael Lantigua comes up. He got a base knock and a run scored back in the first. Swing and a miss, a hefty swing. As Seelinger puts a changeup on the board down to 81. And there's a ball below the knees. It's unofficially set here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Game number 2 of the doubleheader. The first game, New Hampshire took 10-2 right now. The score in game 2, New Hampshire 2, Reading 1. So a close contest here in the bottom of the second as Lantigua fouls another one back. Staying alive. There's a ball to continue the at-bat. Gold on second, Morris on first here. 2 outs on the board for Seelinger. Hasn't allowed a run this inning. He'll come home outside. Still got some good velocity, 91 there off the righty's hand. See if he can get himself out of the inning. He comes set, glove at the chest, runners going, swing and a miss, and he does it. He strikes out the side, stranding 2 to get out of the inning. Reading trails by just 1 going into the top of the third. We'll take a quick break before the offense comes out in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Into the top of the third here at Delta Dental Stadium, New Hampshire leads 2-1. Pay no attention to that graphic on the scene for yet, as it is a little bit behind here. Reading trails by just 1 as Sal Gazzo sees the first at bat of his series. Nick Fraze gets a first pitch strike. And a second pitch at the knees. It'll be Gazzo and then back to the top of the order with Vito Friscia and Ali Castillo. And a called strike 3 as Gazzo sees 3 pitches and he's down for the count. There's out number 1 here in the top of the third. Here's Friscia. Had a base knock in the first, was retired on a double play ball. Actually, a really great piece of hitting up the middle to start off the game. He sends this out to right center. Tracking back is Cook. And it's gone! Vito Friscia's ball sends itself out to right. And Reading has tied up this ball game to apiece. That's his second home run of the series, a multi-hit game for Friscia. And it's 2-2 here. Fisher Cats Reading. The bat boy gave him some knuckles down there as he gets mobbed coming into the dugout. So here's Ali Castillo. And Reading has gotten itself back into this game here. Castillo, a chopper, deep in the hole at short. De Los Santos puts it perfectly into Horwitz's glove for out number 2. Here's Josh Akami from the left side. Akami walked twice in game number 1, also stole his first base of the season, but has not got a hit in today's contest. As he lines this in, it'll drop just an eyelash to the right of the foul line. Man, that was perfect if he could move it over just about a foot. Lefty will head back to the plate with a strike to his count. Braden Zarbniski warming up in the bullpen for the Fightins. Sealander most likely finished after 2 this bullpen game. Game 2 of a doubleheader, just 7 innings here. All tied up at 2 apiece. And Akami takes strike 2. Two outs on the board here, top of the third. As Akami takes a called strike 3, he'll head back to the dugout as we head to the bottom half. Braden Zarbniski up in just a moment as the Fightins have tied it up at 2 thanks to Vito Friscia's solo shot to right.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium
A
ingredients.
call to the
from
bullpen here
makers
as
of
Matt
Pepsi
Seelander
Cola.
hands the ball over to Braden Zarbniski here. Bottom of the third, Zarb now working with a tie ball game, 2 runs apiece, as Vito Friscia had a solo shot in the top of the third to tie us up. And this puts Reading in a good place here. Bottom of the third inning. Just a 7-inning game, so approaching the midway point here. As Orelvis Martinez will come in to start things off. Zarb will see everybody for the first time, as will they, as he sends a ball in, down, and away. Just game 2 of the 6-game set here. We're here till Sunday, then travel to Portland, Maine for a 6-game series against the Sea Dogs as Martinez fouls this one out of the park. The count now 1-1. Long road trip for the guys. Can't wait to return home to First Energy Stadium with the annual morning game on Tuesday, May 10th. As this pitch is in the dirt. Just one bat boy covering both sides tonight. He goes back and forth, so getting a lot of steps in, tracking all these foul balls here. No on-deck circles here at Delta Dental Stadium as this ball is ripped foul. And into the stands right behind where they hold the tarp down the left field line. As I mentioned earlier, both bullpens on the field, the mowing pattern straight across from home out to center field. They do have an off-colored patch, darker green, right behind the plate, surrounding a line drive. Kind of holds up in the air right at shortstop. Guzman comes over and he makes the catch. And there is out number 1 here as Spencer Horwitz comes up. Horwitz had a triple and a run scored in his first at-bat. That was his first triple of the season. As he takes the first pitch, ball down and away. Righty-lefty matchup here. Couple of lefties in the lineup for the Fisher Cats. And there's a called strike. Wants to check his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Spencer Horwitz. New Hampshire tie game. New Hampshire 2, Reading 2. I should just think in my own brain and stop using the scoreboard, which is inaccurate today. It is 2-2. Reading scoring once in the second and once in the third. The Fisher Cats putting both of their runs in the first inning. As Horwitz fouls this back. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to first. It's fair. Bobbled by Akami, but he picks it up. And a good coverage by Zarbniski to get to first. He points to his first baseman. The play is made, and it's out number 2. You know what? We've seen really good defensive play by the Fightins today, backing each other up. Marquardt did it really well over at third of the first game. There's Zarbniski coming in quick. Madison Stokes out in center field, always running down the balls in either directions. As Zach Cook comes up with 2 outs. 94 off the hands of Braden Zarniski for ball number 1. Glove behind his back. Faces forward, gets the sign from Conley. Now comes set at the chest. Left leg kicks, fires home. There's a strike as he brings it back down to 84. Swing and a miss in the dirt. A good strike there to Zach Cook, who had an RBI single back in the first inning. Cook had the game number 1 off, but he comes in here for game number 2 as he fouls one back to stay alive. Reading 2, New Hampshire 2. All tied up here, bottom of the 3rd inning at Delta Dental Stadium. And he checks his swing. He thought that was a called strike 3, but he's going to have to go again. And that'll do it. Jack Conley races to put the tag on the back of Cook instead of throwing it down to first. And he'll put the tag on, and that'll be it. A 1-2-3 inning for Braden Zarniski keeps us tied at 2. And now as we head into the 4th, we'll take a quick break. Reading coming out to bat in just a moment.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Top of the 4th, here we go. Madison Stokes stepping in the righty batter's box. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. New Hampshire put on their 2 runs in the first, but Reading added 1 in the second and then 1 thanks to Vito Freesia solo shot in the 3rd. As Madison Stokes takes back-to-back balls off of Nick Fraze, who has 32 pitches to his name here in the top of the 4th. Just a 7-inning game. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Stokes gets caught on the inside and fouls this one on the roof. Thanks to everybody joining in on the broadcast today. Good number of you listening in from wherever you are. I appreciate you tuning in. Emily Messina on the air as Stokes fouls this one back. A 2-week road trip for the RFL, so I hope you'll stick with us as we travel around the Northeast and then finally return back home to Reading on May 10th. So you don't want to miss all the action between then and now, as Stokes takes a strike right down the middle and he knows it, turns around and walks back to the dugout without number 1 on the board. Here's Wendell Riho at a bunt single. Also had a home run in game number 1, just one of 2 hits for the Fightin' Phils as he takes the first pitch strike outside. Fraze, with no one on the bases, fully faces home plate. Legs about shoulder width apart, has the glove at his waist and the ball in the other hand at his waist. He keeps his right foot on the third base side of the rubber, then turns and kicks, moving it down to first. Way high and tight there to Wendell Riho, who backs out a little chin music. But he seems all good. 2 balls, 1 strike. Riho, after getting that called strike due to the pitch clock violation in Reading, sends this sky high out to shallow center. Everyone's coming in for it. It's the center fielder Baroa who makes the catch. Riho does not waste any more time getting in the batter's box, as there's 2 away here for Jack Conley. Conley had a little sac bunt to move the runners over in the second. Will now be able to swing freely here with 2 outs and nobody on. Steps into the righty batter's box. Fraze, his long motion here with the full windup, gets a strike on the outside corner. Jack was the right fielder in the first game, has 2 outfield assists. Now he comes in to catcher. Chopper up the middle. It'll be a tough play for the shortstop De Los Santos. But he's about a heartbeat in front of Conley down to first, and that'll do it, a 3-up, 3-down inning. Top of the 4th, so we'll see if we see Zarbniski in the bottom half in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Braden Zarbniski out here in the bottom of the 4th, a second inning of work as De Los Santos steps in. We're tied at 2 apiece, also 3 hits on either side, and nobody has made an error out in the field. So very competitive game as De Los Santos shows signs of bunt, but he pulls back, and there is strike 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. Zarbniski had a 1-2-3 frame coming out in the 3rd. Did that on 16 pitches. We'll see if he can replicate that as he gets a foul ball out of De Los Santos for strike 2. Tomorrow's game, another 6:35 start. It'll be Noah Skiro, the righty for the Fightin Phils, against Paxton Schultz for the Fisher Cats. A slow roller to short. Guzman's all over it. And there is out number 1. Will Robertson here, strikeout victim from Seelander in the second. Now he'll face Braden Zarbniski here in the 4th. Zarbniski kicks and fires upstairs. Ball 1. Any swing of the bat could change the game entirely here as we're tied up at 2. But could happen on either side. Swing and a miss. There's a good strike for Zarbniski. Robertson down in the count. Infield back deep. Pretty much everybody standing on that outfield grass edge. A wild pitch gets by Conley. Man, he's chasing it, but there's nothing he could do. And safe at first is Robertson, albeit with a strikeout. We saw Ortiz get on that way in the first game. It's tough the way that works out, but just one of those odd rules in the game of baseball. Like, let me think of another one. Like a foul bunt is strike 3. First pitch strike here to Ryan Gold with a runner on first and 1 out. Gold walked in his first at-bat. This is his first game of the series. Zarb will choose to go over to first, make the tag, but no good. Sets up, glove of the chest, lefty in the batter's box. And now we'll see a strike right down the middle. Couple shuffles off from Robertson. Doesn't have any stolen bases on the season. Foul ball back, and there is strike number 2 to Ryan Gold. Gold hasn't played in very many games for the Fisher Cats to start off the season as Zarbniski sets up. He deals line drive, but it's foul. And they'll go again. Just 6 games. This will be 7, but he notched 5 hits, 3 RBIs. Gold steps in the batter's box. Runner on, 1 out on the board. We're all tied up at 2 apiece here. Bottom of the 4th at Delta Dental Stadium on a cold and windy night. Fly ball out to right. Castillo makes a diving grab. What a play by the right fielder who has some wheels on him. First time out there this season. And he makes the grab, forcing Robertson to stay at first. That's a big out, number 2 here in a very tight ball game. As the number 9 hitter, Stuart Baroa, comes up. He is 0 for 4 on the day. Struck out back in the second. So he'll come up against Zarbniski for the first time with a runner on first and 2 outs. Runner going. Strike. Throw by Conley gets into the outfield. Stokes is all over it. as Robertson thought about third, but instead he holds up. Runner on second here. That was a strike to Baroa, who kind of swung wildly. Two outs on the board. Runner in scoring position there for the Fisher Cats with a tie ball game at 2 apiece. Sarbniski will look back at him. Home, back at second. 0-1 gets by Jack Conley. Man, he holds up. There's a bullet down to third. Good block by Rijo, but it's just not in time. Robertson is very hesitant about taking the base when he's kind of had all the time in the world. Gets himself 90 feet from home. Tied up at 2 apiece. Baroa has a 1-1 count. Back after Baroa, the Fisher Cats go back to the top of the order. This is a sky-high pop-up in the infield. Should be out number 3. Akami tracking it. He'll make the catch behind first base, and that'll do it as the Fisher Cats strand a runner on third. Into the 5th we go. Tied at 2 at Delta Dental Stadium.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Nick Fraze comes out here, top of the 5th. 2 runs and 3 hits for both teams here, so we are tied up with 2 innings of baseball to go here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Fraze still out, 43 pitches under his belt, as Braden Sarbniski dealt back-to-back scoreless innings to keep the Fightins in this game. Jonathan Guzman takes the first pitch he sees through the hole at the middle of the infield. Rounds first, thinks about second. Coming all the way in from left field is Robertson. He runs the ball in. And Guzman has a hit in this game. Gets himself on first to get a runner on with nobody out. And now everybody is just going to try their best to move him over. Obviously representing the go-ahead run on first. Marquardt lays down a bunt, just trying to sacrifice himself and get the runner over. He dives into first and is safe for the second time this season. Hunter Marquardt. Absolutely badass, if I'm allowed to say that. Dives into first. And instead of an out, there's 2 on here with nobody out for Salgazzo. He lays down a bunt, instead takes a pitch. It's upstairs into ball. The first baseman, Horwitz, was very ready for that. We'll see if he tries again. Shows signs of bunt. It's going to go foul. He'll have another opportunity if he so desires. Go ahead run on second in the speedy Jonathan Guzman. Hunter Markwart down on first. Gazzo wants to put down that bunt. He does. They're going to make the play at first, and Redding shifts the runners over. A sac bunt from Sal Gazzo gets the job done. Redding has a runner 90 feet from home. His teammates clapping him as he heads into the dugout. Got the job done. And now they are going to intentionally walk Vito Friscia, I guess in hopes that Castillo will ground out. And that'll be a double play. So they set up the force out here with the runner on first. So the Reading Fightin' Phils have the bases loaded here with one out. That's Guzman, Markwart, and Friscia left to right. And it is on Ali Castillo here, a veteran hitter in these types of situations, as he takes strike one, just looking for something deep in the outfield that Guzman can tag and come home. He's certainly a very quick runner. Castillo, though, a wide open stance, is certainly able to hit something deep. Fraze, a deep breath, now he comes home. Down the first baseline foul, and Castillo is not happy with that swing as he takes strike two. Following Castillo is Josh Akami. Bases loaded, one out. Here's the 0-2. Almost hits Castillo. I don't know how he was able to get out of the way in time, as that was coming right for his head. Certainly accidental by Fraze in this situation. Wouldn't want to hit somebody to walk in a run. The 1-2, down and away, 2-2. Guzman jumpy on third. If anything gets past the catcher Gold, for sure he is on his way home. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle. Guzman tagging. No play at the plate. Heading for third is Markwart. And Reading leads 3-2. Out number 2 with runners on the corners. I know we've all said it, and you've mentioned it as well too, JC, who's not on the broadcast with me, but I enjoy having conversations. If Markwart could get himself on the bag, man, would he be stealing them left and right. He is quick over there as he gets himself on the corner. Akami checks his swing and takes strike one. Friscia on first, Markwart on third. 2 outs on the board. Akami from the left side takes a ball inside. Reading on top, 3-2 here. Huge for the Fightin' Phils. Called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Reading warming somebody else in their bullpen. As Akami sets up. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Up the middle he goes. The play is made by the glove of Morris as he takes the easy way out to second. And that'll do it. Not before Reading puts a run on the board. It's Fightin' Phils 3, Fisher Cats 2. Bottom of the 5th we go. We'll see who comes out of the bullpen for Reading in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Fullerton can help. Call the attorneys at Schwartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Schwartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
A call to the bullpen as Braden Zarvniski hands the ball over to Francisco Morales here. In the bottom of the fifth, Reading has taken a 3-2 lead. As a sacrifice fly from Castillo scored Jonathan Guzman. Morales has been near perfection in his first starts out of the bullpen after spending last season as a starter. Making the switch to late in the game has worked really well for him, as he'll see the leadoff hitter Tanner Morris and send him back-to-back balls. Morales has walked a number of batters, 4, but has struck out 6, only allowing just 1 hit. And no runs across. Glove at the waist, he kicks and fires home. Morris checks his swing. He does go around, and there is strike 1. This is just a 7-inning contest, game 2 of the doubleheader. So Reading up with a 3-2 lead technically in the back part of this ball game as Morales gets another swing and a miss, a drop, third strike. I guess not, although running it down to first for no reason is Morris as he heads back into the dugout. A big out number 1 for Francisco Morales. Morales, of course, led the team in strikeouts last year as a starter. He had 117. This year as a reliever doesn't get as many innings, but still keeping the pace with the strikeouts here. Here's Rafael Lantigua, 1 for 2 today. Base hit and a strikeout. He'll bat from the right side with Morales uses his efficient slider and gets a swinging strike. Really just a high velocity fastball. And then the slider down and away for Morales. Takes it from about 98 down to 86. So quite a drop off. 2-1 count here. Checks his swing, and he goes around. Not happy with the call there is Lantigua, still having words with the umpire as he heads back to the dugout with strike 3. And that'll do it. 2 quick outs for Morales as Orelvis Martinez comes up. He's 0 for 2. Did get a hit in the first game. Fouls one on the roof for strike one. There's an 0-2 as Morales brings him down to his knees with the slider. Checking in around the system as the Philadelphia Phillies lead the Rockies 5-3. They're in the top of the 7th. Backup catcher Garrett Stubbs, a triple to score a run. Didi Gregorius also had an RBI. Ball and 2 strikes here. The Iron Pigs lead Scranton 3-2 as Will Toffee stole home for that go-ahead run there in the bottom of the 8th. Out to center field, Stokes tracking back on the run. He makes the catch. And what a good play by the center fielder to end the inning. Morales sits him down in order, puts his team right back up to bat here in the top of the 6th. Reading leading 3-2. We'll be right back in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band.
Only at 61
Regular season
pitches.
tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services
Those are the only games
for
we've
local,
watched.
national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Bottom of the 6th as we start winding down this ball game. 7 innings here. Reading leads 3-2. Certainly not a big enough lead to feel comfortable with, but they will have the opportunity to bat here in the top of the 6th. Nick Fraze stays in 61 pitches for the starter as he gets a ball and a strike to Madison Stokes. Stokes was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. He'll come up here to lead things off. Airport, right by the Delta Dental Stadium. You can hear the planes go by. Pretty loud, but kind of cool during the day. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Madison Stokes. Reading looking to keep the line moving here. Top of the 6th, obviously would like some insurance runs as he gets a called strike 3 at the knees, and there's one. Here's Wendell Rijo. He was 1 for 2 with an awesome bunt single to reach. Goes the opposite way and gets it in the hole. Rijo, a base knock, 2-hit day. He'll head down to first with just 1 out here for Jack Conley. Conley gets the sign from manager Sean Williams over at third. He already had a bunt to move somebody over back in the 2nd. We'll see what he can do here with a full-fledged swing in the top of the 6th. Checks it. does go around, strike one. Should see Morales out for another inning of work after a quick bottom 5. Hopefully, if it stays like this, Morales will get another inning. And then the closer, Marconi, but got to see how it plays out. Reading leading 3-2. As Conley calls time and is granted even though the pitch comes in. Again, pitch clock rules with the runners on. It's 18 seconds for the pitcher to begin their motion towards home. Conley has 18 seconds to set up and get ready as well. This phrase pitching out of the stretch here, much different than with his full windup as he gets a strike on the outside corner. We're talking about his full windup where he faces home and then a full motion swiping his foot. Here, he'll set up fully. Right foot on the first base side of the rubber and immediately come home. Conley pokes it the opposite way. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Rio holds up at second. And Jack Conley has a hit to continue this inning. 2 on and 1 out here for Jonathan Guzman. Both of these righty batters have gone the opposite way against Fraze. We'll see if Guzman could do the same. The Fisher Cats are warming somebody up in their bullpen right now. Out to center goes Guzman. Coming in and making the catch is Baroa. Both runners stay put. And there's out number 2. Here's Hunter Marquardt, who dove into first and was called safe to continue the inning for the Fightin' Phils. Very impressive display of passion out on the field from the lefty, who sends this one foul, strike 1. 2 outs on the board. Reading leads 3-2, looking for some insurance runs here in the top of the 6th. Long series ahead of us to have a doubleheader on the first day. Hoping the weather will get a little better throughout the week and into the weekend. As Fraze misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rijo on second, Conley on first. Fraze looks back. Now he'll come home here to Marquardt, who fouls it back into the net behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners going outside, they hold up, and the count evens 2 apiece. Rijo certainly has the speed to get to third. I've only seen Conley take a base in an exhibition game. Certainly if it was like a wild pitch or something like that, but we'll have to see with 2 outs. Marquardt sends it into the hole on the right side. Rounding third and coming home is Rijo. Will there be a play at third? The throw is late. Conley makes it, and Reading is up 4-2 off of Hunter Marquardt. What a day for the outfielder. 2 hits. And he gives Reading some insurance runs, as now we'll see a visit from the manager, who will most likely pull the starter. We'll take a break as we take a moment to allow the bullpen pitcher to warm up. We'll be right back. Top of the 6th, Reading leads 4-2.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
A call to the bullpen here in the top of the 6th inning. Reading has already scored 1 run to make it 4-2. They have 2 runners on, Conley on third and Marquardt on first. 2 outs on the board. Sal Gazzo steps into the lefty batter's box to face Cree Finfrock, as the starter Nick Fraze is pulled after 5 2/3. Obviously still responsible for some on. Ground ball right to the first baseman on 1 pitch. There is out number 3 for Finfrock, and that will do it. Reading putting a run on thanks to Hunter Marquardt's RBI single, making it 4-2. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Should see Morales for another inning of work.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Francisco Morales in for another inning of work after sitting down the Fisher Cats in order. He'll see Horwitz, Cook, and De Los Santos here on the bottom of the 6th. Reading leads 4-2. 8 hits to the Fisher Cats 3, having a good night with runners in scoring position today, chipping away and then adding some insurance runs here as Morales gets a foul ball back of Horwitz, 1-1 the count. 7 innings here, game 2 of the doubleheader. Reading dropped the first, 10-2. but looking to split if they can hang on here in the back part of the game. Swing and a miss out of Horwitz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time is called and granted to Horwitz. Looks like he has something in his eye. Seems like he's okay. They reset the pitch clock and he'll step back into the lefty batter's box. Morales 5 seconds to throw here. 2, and he gets it in, but it is a ball at the letters. Clearly, the shift to the bullpen has been an excellent move for Morales, who has been scoreless in all his appearances, looking to keep it that way as Horwitz fouls one back. Knock on wood there just a little bit. "17 pitches out of the reliever, who does have endurance with the former start. And so hopefully that will be helpful as he gets a big strikeout out of the lefty Horwitz. Strikeout number 3 for Morales. Out number 1 here in the 6th. Zach Cook will also head into the lefty batter's box. Now, Morales' slider works best against righty hitters, but just like we saw there with Horwitz, or I guess I saw, they sometimes chase the inside slider from the lefty batter's box, and that's how he got that strikeout. And we'll see if he can get the same against Cook, who takes first pitch, strike. Some really solid fans here in the Fisher Cat Stadium who are hanging in this, honestly, winter weather. And there's strike number 2 to Cook. 95 out of Morales. And he gets back-to-back Ks to ring up Cook. Out number 2 here in the 6th. And here is Luis De Los Santos, 0 for 2 with ground balls out to short. From the right side against Morales, working quickly, he comes inside. There is ball 1. Reading up 4 runs on 8 hits. New Hampshire 2 runs on 3 hits. The defense has been clean in both of these games. Gets him to chase, down and away. There's a strike. Wild pitch goes over the head of Jack Conley. And it's 2-1. When Reading comes back to bat in the top of the 7th, they'll be back at the top of their order with Frischio, Castillo, and Akami. And there's a called strike. Down and away. Count even to 2 apiece. Morales out there in just short sleeves, working quickly through these Fisher Cats. And he gets him to chase. Conley will have to throw it down to first, but he does successfully, and Morales strikes out the side, striking out 5 of the 6 batters he faced. And on to the top of the 7th we go here at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading leads by 2, looking for some more runs in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Umpires waving up at us. I guess they're saying wait for the grounds crew to exit the field, as they finally do after their drag. Vito Friscio will start us off here in the top of the 7th, Reading leading 4-2. This is only a 7-inning game, so hopefully will be our final frame. As Cree Finfrock, who got the final out in the 6th, comes in for his own inning of work. Friscio takes a called strike 1 and then a ball that goes rogue. There's a ball upstairs. He holds off. Friscio, a 2-hit game, had that home run that tied us up at 2 in the 3rd, and then Reading took it from there. Three and 1 here. Settles into the righty batter's box against the righty Finfrock. Got a ground out to end the 6th. And Friscio holds off for ball 4. So we'll start this off with a walk. He was intentionally walked in the 5th, so he's been on base every time he's come up today for the Fightin' Phils. And that is truly the purest definition of a great leadoff hitter. Ali Castillo comes up here. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Brian Marconi, the Our Phil's closer, warming up in the bullpen. Should be called upon for the bottom of the 7th. Castillo steps and swings, fouls it back for a strike. Finfrock, a 1.50 ERA in his 6 innings of work, walks about just as many batters as he strikes out, but pretty good on the ground outs. Struggled with injury last season, just ended up pitching 3 2/3 with single A and 2 2/3 with the Fisher Cats. So not too many innings under his belt last season, so he'll come into 2022 trying to get more experience as he gets Castillo to foul one back. Was pretty successful in 19, so I'm sure hoping to build off that as Castillo takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and he knows it as he turns around and heads back into the dugout without number 1. Here's Josh Akami from the left side against the righty Finfrock. Checks his swing and he goes around for strike one. Runner on first, one out here, top seven. Arphil's up by 2 runs. Alchemy holds off on a pitch above the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher, Gold. And on to second is Vito Freesia. Alchemy looking, I'm sure, to put some more insurance runs on the board for the Fightin' Fells. Up by 2 here in the final inning. Finfrock looks out at second. Alchemy checks his swing. He does not go around. Freesia taking his lead off of second. Alchemy holds off on ball 4. And on another wild pitch, Freesia gets himself to third. And Redding has runners on the corners with just 1 out. Phew, Alchemy extends his on-base streak to 12 games in a row. With that walk down to first, didn't want to jinx him there, but he gets the job done. And here's Madison Stokes with 2 on and 1 out. Puts down a bunt. This will score a run. Sacrifices himself as Vito Freesia crosses the plate. And Redding puts themselves up 5-2. Exactly what Stokes needed to do. He does it. And there's 2 outs as Alchemy moves over to second. Here's Wendell Rijo, a multi-hit game. Looking back at second is Finfrock. Now he comes home, but he misses outside, 1-0. Still a safe situation for Brian Marconi. 3-run difference is the save situation. I think he'll come in no matter what, to be honest. Kind of slow rolling here out of Finfrock as he looks back at second. Slow ground ball over to first. Unassisted Horwitz will make the play, and that will do it. Not before Redding puts a run on the board. Thanks to Madison Stokes' stack bunt. It's 5-2. Bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 9th, whatever you want to call it. We're almost done here. Brian Marconi coming in to get the job done in 1 minute.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Redding, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Brian Marconi in for the bottom of the 7th, our final inning in game number 2 of the doubleheader. Your Fightin' Phils lead 5-2, so this is a safe situation for Marconi, who has been 2 for 2 this season in saves. Third in the Eastern League in that category. Also has only allowed 1 hit in 7 innings of work. Has struck out 12 batters, allowed 4 walks. Are they saying he violated the pitch clock already? I don't even know if everyone knew we were ready. Not going to argue, just going to take the ball and get right to it. They don't even have the pitch clock up right now, as he sends a first pitch strike into Will Robertson. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 batters, Robertson, Gold, and then Baroa. As the lefty kicks and fires, a swinging strike for strike 2. Marconi, of course, Reading's closer last summer, was 15 of 16 in save situations. That's about as good as you can get. Here's the 1-2. Gets him to chase, strike 3, and even after the given ball to Robertson, Marconi sends him right back deck to the dugout with out number 1. Here's Ryan Gold, 0 for 1 with a walk. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits. New Hampshire 2 runs on 3 hits, as Marconi not wasting any time now. Will try to graze the outside of the strike zone, but doesn't get the call. 1-0. Checks his swing. Can see how frustrated he is as Gold takes strike. 1-1 here. Marconi, a deep breath, a big leg kick up in the zone. 2-1. Pop up. It's going to come out of the field of play. It's good enough for strike 2. Between Morales and Marconi, I mean, they are really getting the job done in the back end of the bullpen. Neither of them have allowed anything across. Both of them combining for a 0.40 batting average against opposing hitters. A called strike 3 to Gold. Back-to-back Ks for Marconi. And the past 8 hitters that have come up, 7 of them have struck out. As it's all on the shoulders of Stuart Baroa, who was 0 for 2 in this game. 2 outs on the board. The lefty will face the righty. Swing and a miss. 93 from Brian. And that is a big strike 1. Reading trying to take their first win of the series, leading 5-2 here. Just 1 out left on the board. A slow rolling ground ball. Gazzo makes the play, and that'll do it. Marconi, again, scoreless, does not allow a hit, and Reading picks up their first win of the series, taking it strongly 5-2 over New Hampshire, building up after losing game 1 of the doubleheader. What a victory by your Fightin' Phils as they are elated out on the field. 5 runs on 8 hits to New Hampshire's 2 runs on 3 hits, and that'll do it here as we end this ball game. Fightin' Phils split the doubleheader with the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Tomorrow we will see you at 6:35 here for game number 3 of the series. It'll be Noah Skiro for the Fightin' Phils, the righty against the righty Paxton Schultz. For the Fisher Cats fans, thanks so much for tuning in. Emily Messina on the air as the Fightin' Phils win Game 2, 5-2 over the Fisher Cats.